Normally, when we install Windows on a laptop or desktop, we create a bootable USB drive first. Then we boot the computer from that USB drive and start the Windows installation. But in this video, we are going to do it in a different way. We'll keep the Windows ISO file on one computer, and from another computer, we'll boot over the network and start the Windows installation. This method is useful if you do not have a USB drive, your USB port is not working, or if you want to install Windows on multiple computers on the same network. Before starting, let me explain the setup clearly. You need two computers for this process. The first computer will be the host computer. This is the computer where we'll keep the Windows 10 or Windows 11 ISO file. The second computer will be the target computer. This is the computer where we want to install Windows. Both computers should be connected to the same router using Ethernet cables. Now, let's start the process. For this method, we'll use a free tool called iVentoy. iVentoy allows us to boot ISO files over the network using PXE boot. So instead of creating a bootable pendrive, we can directly boot the Windows ISO from another computer through LAN. First, open the browser on your host computer. Search for iVentoy and open the official iVentoy website. After opening the website, go to the download section. Here, click this GitHub link. From the GitHub page, download the Windows 64-bit version of iVentoy. Also, make sure you have downloaded the official Windows 10 or Windows 11 ISO file from Microsoft's website. Now, extract the iVentoy zip file to a folder. After that, open the iVentoy folder. Inside the iVentoy folder, you'll see a folder named ISO. Open this ISO folder. Then copy your Windows 10 or Windows 11 ISO file and paste it inside the ISO folder. You can copy both Windows 10 and Windows 11 ISO file if you want to keep both options available during network boot. After copying the ISO files, go back to the main iVentoy folder. Now, right-click on iVentoy executable file and click on Run as Administrator. This is important because iVentoy needs administrator permission to start the network boot service properly. Once iVentoy opens, you will see its main interface. First, go to the Image Management section. Here, you should see Windows ISO files that you copied inside the ISO folder. If the ISO file does not appear, click on Refresh option. After refreshing, your Windows ISO should appear in the list. Now go to the Boot Information section. Here, make sure your host computer's IP is selected. If your computer has Wi-Fi, Ethernet, virtual adapters or VPN adapters, you may see multiple network adapters in the list. You need to select the physical Ethernet adapter that is connected to your router. After selecting the correct Ethernet adapter, click on Start button inside iVentoy. Now, iVentoy will start the PXE boot service on your host computer. At this point, the host computer setup is complete. Do not close iVentoy. Keep it running in the background. Now move to the target computer where you want to install Windows. First, connect the target computer to the same router using an Ethernet cable. After that, turn on the target computer and enter the BIOS or UEFI settings. Inside BIOS, look for Network Boot, PXE Boot or UEFI Network Stack option. Enable Network Boot or PXE Boot. If you see an option called Network Stack, enable that also. After enabling these options, save the BIOS settings and restart the computer. Now open the boot menu of the target computer. In the boot menu, select the Network Boot option. It may appear as PXE Boot, IPv4 Network Boot, UEFI Network Boot, or the name of your Ethernet adapter. After selecting Network Boot, the target computer will try to boot from the network. If everything is set up correctly, it will connect to iVentoy running on your host computer. and you will see the iVentoy boot menu on the target computer screen. You can see the Windows ISO files that we copied earlier. Select the Windows 10 or Windows 11 ISO file that you want to install and press enter. Now the Windows setup will start loading from the network. From here, the process is almost the same as a normal Windows installation. Select your language, time format, and keyboard layout. Accept the license terms and continue. Now you'll see the drive and partition list. If you're installing Windows on a fresh drive, you can select that drive and click Next. If you want to clean install Windows on an old drive, you can delete the old Windows partition and then select the unallocated space. After selecting the correct drive, click Install. Now Windows installation will begin. Wait for a few minutes. Now complete the normal Windows setup process. Once everything is complete, Windows 10 or Windows 11 will boot normally on your computer. So this is how you can install Windows 10 or Windows 11 over LAN or network without using any USB drive. The best thing about this method is that you do not need to create a bootable pendrive again and again. You can keep multiple ISO files inside iVentoy and boot them over the network whenever needed. This is very useful for technicians, home users, and anyone who frequently installs Windows on different computers. That's it for this video. If this video helped you, hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more Windows, Linux, Android, and computer tutorial videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.